when I first saw Rena, it appeared that her jaw was hanging from one side, and there was a big gap on the left. There was something wrong with the right-hand joint as well, but it had been reconstructed and it was sort of doing the job. That her jaw was, if you saw her from the other end of the room, you'd notice that her jaw was hanging very crookedly. In a space of about 15 minutes, that reconstructed, and it appears she grew the bone back and the joint back, and it came back into perfection in that time whilst you're standing at the front of the room. It was absolutely amazing. Within a few hours she was able to chew, and within a couple of days she was very proud to be able to say, I can eat an apple, I can crunch an apple.
Well, the evening that John's talking about, I had the right mastoid. We're doing cranials at that stage. And I had a lady, Leanne, actually from Perth. She was on that point. And I'd gone through a lot of things. I'd gone through a stage like of numbness when she first started pressing on it, where my body was numb. Then I went through that stage. After about a couple of hours, I think it was, about 2.5 hours, I'd had pain. I was getting pain in various parts of my body before that. But all of a sudden I got a burning in both thigh, right in the thigh. It was actually in the bone itself. It felt just a searing pain. And John came over and asked me what was happening, and I told him. And then he got Leanne to push really hard on the right mastoid. I remember I was in that much pain from the burning. I was crying. The pain was quite intense. And once that point, the pushing very hard on the point, and then all the vibrations started down from my right foot, down the toes, and it just through my whole body. It just was like just a current straight through. My whole body was vibrating. I was lying on my left side at that time, and I just kept very, very still and just breathed quite deeply in and out. And this pulse was just like pulsating. It was quite incredible experience, and it just ran through, kept going right through the whole body. And my whole body was just radiating just the energy and the heat. It was quite phenomenal. And it just felt like these little ripples. They were just like rippling right up through the legs, and it was just like this, just rhythmically all the way through. And I think this lasted for about 15 minutes or so. And then it just stopped. The whole thing just all of a sudden just stopped. Well, I got up off the table, and everyone was standing around, and I felt my thighs, and I could feel all the muscle structure, and around my buttocks it had actually regenerated as well. And the calf muscles had already regenerated a couple of nights before that. We'd gone through a similar process, holding different points. So they were already had restructured, but it was all the thigh muscles and the buttocks.
Now, Anna, how do you feel about your legs now that they have reconstructed?
Oh, I love my legs.
2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had the lump removed, radiation therapy, and about 9 months later I met Dr John and Anita. Previously to that I was on all raw food, did all the right things, but it wasn't until I got onto the enzymes and the program, I'll put it, you know all about the program by now, that things started to change. Little by little. I had lots and lots of point holding, especially on the triple axis clavicle here, which is very, very painful. But the blood vessel was still there. Even up at the Genazzano Centre last January, the blood vessel was still there. But I've worked very, very hard. I haven't deviated from the diet or the program. And as Dr. John said the other day, when he looked at it, it had turned pink. On Tuesday, Murray and David Parker held in the diaphragm area, points in the diaphragm area, in the sternum, and it burned. I mean, I went through hell. It really, really burned. And then Anita looked in my eye, and the thing had turned white, and it's starting to break up now. So it was just miraculous.
Is there any swelling and pain left?
No, N-O.
How long has it been there?
18 months. 18 months.
Okay. For those people who are here, there are some that need to know this, okay? When people were holding your triple axis clavicle, what happened to the flesh that had been carved out surgically? Would you like to go into that matter as a matter of record so people here can benefit from this?
Yeah, the breast itself has rounded, there was a hole in it, you know, that they sort of take the lump out and there's a great hole, and the breast itself has rounded. And there's, you know, it sort of takes really, really hard looking to even see a scar there. It was quite incredible.
Since I've last seen you, the changes I've gone through has just been absolutely remarkable. It's been absolutely unbelievable, the things that have happened. I've been experiencing different things all the time. Even while you were up north in Cairns, I had cranial work happening. That's just while you've been up north. I had a hole in the head. It appeared quite deep hole, when very, very, very soft in the centre. Very, very painful. And then over the next 3 or 4 days, that hole gradually disappeared, came back up, and if you like to feel on the top of the head, there's hardly anything there at all. That came back again last night. I don't know why. But just everything has changed completely in my life.
Would you like to share how things were at one time? Before and after?
Yes, I'm still having trouble with what I first came with you, but after I see you today, I'll discuss one point, and you told me all along that it'd never be any good until I did that one thing on the back, and I haven't been able to do that. But I have had much relief in as far as going to the toilet all the time, every half an hour, a bit more at night time. That has almost stopped. I might only go once most times. Some mornings it's quite bad, and then the afternoon there'll be nothing at all, or vice versa. But there's been definitely change. But every other part that I've ever had any trouble with is all completely gone.
What's happening to your hair?
I have also grown new hair in a completely bald spot. As you can see, the hair, I was completely grey, drawn on the face, very drawn on the face. That's all gone. But the hair is that's original colour to when I was 18 years old.
Thank you, Ron.
Did you want to see the hair? That's been cut.
Just watching it, you got new growth, you have little fine stuff all over the hair.
It's been cut twice in the last 2 months.
Who has a broken bone in the right forearm that's never healed properly? Yeah, come here. Where is it?
Well, it was scaphoid.
Has this hindered your motion here?
It's
okay.
Sore.
Now, it's sore. Been sore for how many years?
About 10.
About 10 years. This takes a couple of minutes here, if you don't mind. We'll just fix this. All right. Anybody can do it. There's no problem. Now, all I want you to do is go back and remember the break. Do you have a cast on your arm? I want you to remember all that. I want you to just simply go back and remember the break. Show everybody how much freedom of motion you have there, or lack of it. Can you go this way? Can you go this way? Any problem there?
It hurts when I do it, but I
Okay.
think there's some
Now,
pain there.
all I want her to do is let it out, whatever's there that she suppressed. And there's a little spot of pain. Let me see if I can find it appropriately. Tell me where it is. Should be right about there. Is that it? Okay, now I'm going to put pressure on this spot. You find the pain and push. And you just simply hold it. And then suddenly it's going to start hurting a little bit. Do you feel the pain in there? Okay, then after a while it'll go from a slow pain into a kind of a burn. Tell me when it starts burning.
It's hurting.
That's burning now. Now all I want her to do is go back and remember exactly what happened. And Nita, can you help me here, please, and just bring this over here so Jane can express herself? Just tell the people what you're going through as the memories come back. Just tell it as it is. The language as it is, everything as it is, and just express yourself.
I can really only remember the actual pain of it happening.
Where were you when it happened?
I was leading my horse across a creek, and the horse jumped
See
at
the
me.
horse? Feel the horse? Feel it jump?
I knew I shouldn't be doing it, and I did it because the other people with me were saying, come on, you can do this.
Feel that moving under my thumb?
Yes. Ow.
It's burning in there by now. Okay, lead your horse now. And what happened? Right, to feel it moving out of there? Is the pain still there?
No.
No? Okay, now tell everybody what you just went through memory-wise. She did it just right.
I just saw the horse jumping at me, basically.
And what happened?
Nothing. Nothing very much.
How did you hurt your hand?
I put my hand up.
Good. Now put your hand up.
Yes, put my hand up, and the horse hit it.
Which hand?
This hand.
Okay, put it up mentally. Okay. Now feel the horse hit it. Did you do that? Do it again. Where's the pain?
I don't feel any pain.
There's no pain. Move it.
It feels better.
Any pain there?
No. Oh, it's just a tiny little
Where?
bit sore.
Oh, I've been pressing on that. You see the hole here, it's halfway to her elbow. But the thing is, the bone, you felt the bone move.
Yeah.
Okay, now just move it back and forth. Is there any pain going up and down this way? Any pain going back and forth this way?
No.
Okay, so much for broken bones. What was in there, she must have done some damage because everything moved back into position. How's the pain now?
That's the direction that it hurt. It doesn't seem to hurt any.
No pain? Let's give her a hand, folks.